The Chicago Marathon. That's what we're going to be talking about today. The 26.2 miles up and around Chicago. I'm going to give you kind of a preview of what to expect, what to be ready for along the race course. I've run it. I've been there. It is a great experience if it's going to be your first marathon. Now, the first thing that I tell everybody that ever runs the Chicago Marathon or plans on running the Chicago Marathon, there are millions of fans along this race course. The whole town comes out for it. It is great. But the biggest thing, make sure you put your name on your shirt. Put your name, put a number, put an initial, put something. Myself, I put a J on my shirt, and let me tell you, people went nuts for it. The whole race saying, "Yeah, Jay, way to go, Jay." It will really help you out, help pull you along when you're struggling during your whole marathon. It's not a half, it's a full, so be ready for it. So back to the course. The first thing that you're going to experience is a lot of people. You're crammed in, it's very busy. You're going to be kind of banging shoulders the first couple miles. Be ready for it. So right out of the gate, you're going to head down through Lower Wacker. Those of you not from Chicago, Lower Wacker is actually below the city. You've probably seen it in movies but didn't even notice it. But you're going to head through Lower Wacker, and here your GPS, if you have one, it's going to beep at you. It's going to beep the first couple miles, primarily because of the fact that downtown, you're going to be zigzagging through the streets of downtown Chicago, which leads it to your GPS can't find a signal. Be ready for it. Don't worry, your GPS will be fine. Don't panic. Just keep going. Keep having fun. So after you zigzag through downtown a little bit, you're going to head north. You're going to head north through Lincoln Park, still lots of people. You're going to head north to about mile 8, and you're going to hit Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville, famous for lots of great bars, lots of great restaurants, home of the Chicago Cubs. And it is a great place. Lots of people come out. Again, the northernmost part of the course, a lot of people there. A lot of people are going to be cheering you on. Then you're going to turn south. After you head south, right after Wrigleyville, you kind of flutter into Boys Town. Still packed with people. There are people 5, 6 deep, the entire portion here, all going nuts, watching you run your marathon. Which again, have that on your shirt. They'll cheer you along the whole way. It makes it for a lot of fun. So then you hit Boys Town. They have stages up. They're cheering you on. It's a great area. Old Town, Boys Town, they're called the same thing, but they fully embrace the marathon. They have a lot of fun with it. You're then going to head south, back to downtown. You're going to head straight toward the big building, straight back to where you started, till you hit roughly about mile 13. This is a great place for if you have any family and friends there. They may not get to see you out of the gate because there's so many people that all start at the same time. But if they head about mile 13, mile 12 and a half to 13, great place. They'll be able to see you there. Again, have something that signifies who you are. They'll be able to find you a lot easier. Following the halfway point, big cheer zone, you're going to head by the United Center. There's not a lot of fans there. The United Center, you'll see in the distance, it's home to the Chicago Bulls as well as the Blackhawks. Then following United Center, you kind of go through a couple areas. You come back to downtown, head by University of Illinois Chicago, very pretty campus. Decent fan support, so they're still cheering you on. At this point, you're about mile 16, mile 17 of your marathon. You're starting to notice that you're in for a full marathon. Completing that, you'll head out of the district by UIC and ultimately head to the Pilsen district. This is a famous old part of Chicago, very well known. There's a lot of Spanish, a lot of Mexican heritage here. They love the marathon. Everybody comes out. They're playing mariachi music. They've got just flags going. Great part. They got horns going. They are having a lot of fun cheering you on. You'll thoroughly enjoy this part of the run. Following that, you're going to hit Chinatown. Chinatown's just about mile 21 or so. Great part of town. They have people dressed up as dragons, and as well as bands and drummers cheering you on. You're going to really like it. It's a great part of town. Again, lots of people. You're only a few blocks from the finish, so a lot of people will walk over there to see their runners cross because you got about an hour to go. Completing that, you're going to head down to, you're actually going to head south to U.S. Cellular Field, home of the White Sox. Best part about that, when you see U.S. Cellular Field, you're going to turn left, and then you have about 5K to go. You're going to shortly wind up on Michigan Avenue. Once you hit Michigan Avenue, it is a straight shot to the finish line. So you run down through Trinity Park, real nice park. Fans are starting to show up. Cheer zones, great area, about 2.5 mile run straight to the finish. Right before you get to the finish, you take a little zig to the right, up a little hill, zig to the left, and guess what? You're going to see finish in big letters, and you will have just completed your first Chicago Marathon. Now, again, as I tell everybody in every video I post, have any races you'd like me to see me run? My goal is 50 half marathons in 50 states. Or have any questions about training, things, if you're doing your first half, doing your first full, send me an email. I'll be happy to reply. Send it to jeffruns50@gmail.com. Again, jeffruns50@gmail.com. Thanks, folks.